Hey everybody, and welcome to this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Now that you've progressed your main scenario quest through the first three dungeons, Sestasha, Tamtara Deepcroft, and Copperbell Mines, you get sent to talk to people in the Waking Sands in Vesper Bay. We're in Vesper Bay right now. It is on the western side of Western Thanalan, just past Horizon, right on the ocean, and there's a ship that'll take you over to Limsa Lominsa from here. As soon as you enter Vesper Bay, you'll see this Rogan female sitting on a bench. And if you talk to them, they have two quests for you. One that will allow you to dye your armor different colors, and the other that will allow you to cast glamours on your armor, changing their appearance. So we're going to go ahead and grab both of these quests, and then I'll do a quick demonstration on how the dye and glamour system works. So we'll just grab these quests real quick. Okay, so for the dye, deliver a bottle of orange juice. And for the glamour, she wants us to talk to Folkland. So both of these quests are right here. If you run over here to the merchant and mender, you can purchase the orange juice from them. Just go to purchase items, orange juice, grab one bottle for 7 gil, and right behind, or run right past the quest NPC into this building here, and talk to Folkland, and she will give you the other quest item needed to do the glamours. Turn these quests in. And we get the ability to dye our armor. And now we can put some glamours on our stuff. We also now have access to glamour dressers in our inn rooms. So in order to dye your armor, I went ahead and I picked up some dye in advance. So I've got this ugly brown hat. So we'll go ahead and open up our inventory, and we'll right click. Now, important to notice, if you look at the helm, you'll see this little circle in the top right corner of the item. That means that this piece of gear is dyeable. None of the other gear that I have has that little circle there. So I can't dye any of these pieces, but I can dye the helm. So we'll go ahead and right click on it, and we'll go to dye, and it opens up your color palette. Now I picked up ash gray, and you can see what it's going to look like when you dye it. We also got a couple other colors from turning the quest in. We got rose pink. I believe we got, yep, bone white. I think there was a blue one. Yep, ice blue. So those are the 3 different dyes available. We're going to go ahead and throw the ash gray on there. And that's how you dye your gear. Now for glamours, so if you have an item in your inventory that you want to glamour your gear after, so we've got a goblin cap, we'll just equip it so you can see what it looks like. Kind of ridiculous. And we've got this green beret. Yeah, that's also kind of ridiculous. So we'll put that back on. Let's see what we got here for chest pieces. A lot of really ridiculous looking chest pieces. But there is the custom made Curious. I like the brand new Curious instead. We got some different axes. So let's go ahead and change the glamour of this axe to this axe here, the spiked bronze labris. So all you do is you right click on the item, and you go down to cast glamour, select your item here on the left, and then you can pick which one that you want it to look like on here on the right. And as long as you have a glamour prism, which looks like this, glamour prism, we've got 12 of them, we can glamour an item. So we go ahead and cast our glamour, and now our axe looks different. And that's how glamours work. And you could pick all sorts of different things to glamour your items after. You know, I could have changed the helmet to look like the goblin hat or the green beret, because they're not class-specific armor type items. You'll see it says all classes in green writing right there. But this says Disciple of War, so if I was a spellcaster, I would not be able to glamour my spellcaster hat to look like the bronze sleigh, or the bronze sallet. You know, same thing with the leather eye patch. It would have to be either all classes or specific Disciple of Magic, or even more specific, like this one, Gladiator, Marauder, Paladin, Dark Knight, Gunbreaker. That's what all the little, you know, green acronyms there in the description mean. Those are the different jobs that can wear this item. So that's how dyeing in glamour works. Now that we've covered how to glamour your items and dye them individually, I'm going to go over the armoire and the glamour table in more detail found inside your inn room. So travel to Enter Major City, go to the innkeep, retire to an inn room, and first we will talk about the armoire. Now, I've been playing for a long time and I have a bunch of veteran rewards. But other items that you pick up along the way, seasonal events and stuff like that, you will get armor pieces that you can store in your armoire. So if you right click on your armoire and you go to store an item, and you go to wherever these items are stored, you could just start putting things inside your armoire if they fall under the category of armoire storable items. So we're just going to go ahead and drop all of these things in here. And it tells you, you know, placing the Lionheart jacket in the armoire will reset its spirit bond to 0% and condition to 100%, as well as remove all customization. And then asks you if you want to proceed. So yes, we're going to go ahead and put all this stuff in there. Got quite a few pieces, a couple full sets of gear, so I'll be able to play with the glamour table and show you glamour plates in more detail. Alright, so we put everything in the armoire that we can. And now we'll right click on the glamour dresser. And what this does is it pulls up two windows. First, your individual glamours. Now this will, if you have items stored inside here, as you click on each of these, the items will pop up down here. But I don't have any items stored in there right now. What we can do, we'll just go ahead and put this item in there. Just left click on it. It'll asks, tells you using a glamour prism on the selected item and placing it in your glamour dresser will reset its spirit bond to 0 and condition to 100%. Do you want to proceed? So we're going to just go ahead and say yes. Okay. Now we still have 11 glamour prisms left. All right. Now that we have an item stored in there, you can store. There's no limitation to what you can store in your glamour dresser. Once you have items in there, you can go to Edit Glamour Plates, and it pulls up this window here. In the Glamour Plate window, you have 15 plates, or gear set saves. So we'll start with this one, number 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to make, just for the funsies of it, we're going to make a Squall Lionheart Glamour. So I put everything that I needed for it in my armoire. So we're going to go ahead and open the armoire. And we're going to go to Exclusive Extras. And there is the Squall Lionheart Revolver, directly from Final Fantasy VIII. Looks awesome. And then we'll click on the headpiece. So there is no Squall hat, so we'll leave that one blank. Body piece. So the Lionheart jacket, Lionheart gloves, pants, and boots. And there is our Edgelord Squall Lionheart lookalike Glamour. We can even do accessories. I know I put these Alamegan earrings in there. And if you have other accessories that you really like the look of, even though they're hard to see, rings, you know, they're not going to show up if you're wearing gloves. There's some really nice earrings that you can get, or bracelets. You could put those in there so that you can save those glamour plates. And then we'll just go ahead and save this as number 1. Alright, now you'll notice that there's an X on this here, and that's because Gunbreaker only can use this glamour. But the rest of these items are all classes. So the current class that I am, if I hit apply, it will change all my gear to look like this. And now I am a ridiculous Squall Lionheart warrior. We'll go ahead and hide the headgear. There we go. And that is how to use your glamour dresser. Now, as I said before, you can save multiple glamour plates. So we'll go ahead and make another one. And we can do the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy II with the Wild Rose outfit. Go ahead and save that one. And let's do Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. Alright, we'll go ahead and save that one. And then there is the Strife outfit from Final Fantasy VII, the animated movie. There we go. So we've got 4 different glamour plates saved. We can switch between them anytime we want. You can even make macros that will change your equipment. So you can have like 2 warrior macros, one with one glamour set, one with another glamour set, and you can go ahead and switch between them at will. We'll go over those when we talk about when I do a video about macros specifically. So that is Glamours. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you found the information in this video informative. As always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share your favorite videos. And if there's anything that you guys want to see in the future, leave it in the comments below.